White Mountains today here on White Mountain TV 16. And joining me in the studio, we brought somebody else from One to One Fit. We've got Rick Rapone today. Rick, how are you today?
I'm doing very well, Rob. Thank you very much.
Do you notice I'm sitting up? I'm using my proper posture.
Yes, you are.
As I'm
well,
sitting
Carrie
up today.
just left, so you
That's
better
right,
be.
so I better be sitting up and using posture.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to talk about some cool things at One to One Fit. We're going to talk about improving your swimming. I know you're saying, how do you improve swimming at One to One Fit? You've got the special pool. And we're also going to talk about getting ready for triathlons. But let's start with that pool. And let's give a description of the pool and what you're going to do.
Okay, we have a SwimX at One to One Fit. It's in its own private room. It's a 2,700 gallon bromine treated, a little less harsh than the chlorine. Bromine treated that we work very closely with Atlantic Pool and Spa weekly or twice a week, just to keep it right. It's a continuous or variable current swim pool, and very easy to use. 4 controls: on, off, fast or slow, and you can go from 0 to 5.5 miles per hour. So you could really create a current there to work against.
I can imagine, yeah.
Yes. It has its own little private changing area, and there's a bunch of flotation adjuncts available, stretch cords. We could take the floor out, which gives you another 12 inches. It's 50 inches deep, I believe. We could take the floor out in the front, which gives you another foot, so you can actually run in place there against the current. So it's easy on the knees, easy on the joints. You could increase your flexibility, your range of motion. The physical therapist at One to One Fit, Alpine, they use the pool. A couple of the physical therapists there use the pool for some of their clients. But what I'm really excited about is starting April 4th, being a triathlete as well, as a certified personal trainer, thanks Michelle, I have put together a 12-week beginner triathlon camp. So we will meet once to twice a week. I will videotape, I will instruct swimming and videotape your swimming. We will have biking exercises, biking training, biking instruction, and same with the running, instruction, training, and videotaping that I will mail to you. It's all individual. I would email them to you, or however we make a disc, send them home with you. So then you could look at yourself or not to see if your arm's coming out too high and not getting extended enough, if you're running, if you're heel striking, or... So I'm very excited about
how many triathlons have you done yourself?
Oh my God.
You've done a bunch, right?
My first one was in '85, back in the day, and since '85, so I've done quite a few. For my 50th birthday, I did my first Ironman up at Lake Placid.
Did you really?
Yes,
awesome.
I did. Yep. Finished. I finished, and that's what I want to talk. That's what I'm trying to instill in my triathlon camp. Is let's just get through this. It's for beginners. Some people say, oh, I can't swim, but I could run and bike. Oh, I could swim, but I can't run because of my knees. Well, we have there's some new technology out there that maybe we can be a little less, beating up our knees a little less, our hips a little less, learning how to swim, being comfortable in the water. And that's what's great about the SwimX. If you freak out, you just stand up.
Right.
50 inches deep, and you say, okay, let me regroup here. I would be there. I've been swimming since I've been 6. That's 52 years. Whew, it went by quickly. So I think I could instill, I'm very comfortable instilling confidence in people in the water.
Yeah, and you were talking too, I mean, with the triathlons, and you can also do the mini tries, of course, too.
Yes.
Great way to start out. And is that the pool?
That is the pool.
That's a picture of the pool right there.
Yes, it is.
So pull that up on the website as a matter of fact.
And in that pool, it's deceiving. There are inclines, declines, step-ups, all kinds of angles. There's like 7 workstations in the pool, so there's a lot to be done in that environment there. Again, my goal is to have this 12-week camp, and with the end goal of the client racing in the King Pine Triathlon, something in our community. That's been going on several years now. That's April 24th. It's a sprint distance, so they would be swimming 0.3 miles, biking 12.5 miles, and then running 3.8 miles. So hour and a half, hour and a half-ish. The winner will do it in an hour, maybe 102, 58 to 102. Us guys, 120, 130.
Us guys, 6 hours.
That's okay. We could feed you. But my goal is to have people finish with a smile on their face.
Oh, that's terrific. Yeah. And I've been around the triathlon. My wife has done several of them over the years, the sprint tries, and it's a great, it's a great environment. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of satisfaction, and I think that's great. And that's a great week because I think it's definitely daunting. I can't do a triathlon, but I'm sure by starting this course, you're going to get the little things you need to do. You also talked about you're going to teach people how to do the transitions.
There's T1 and T2, transition 1 and transition 2, and T1 would be getting out of the water, winded more than likely because you usually have to run from the lake to your bicycle.
To your bike, yeah.
And if you have a wetsuit on, to get that off, to dress properly or prepare properly because you have to have your helmet locked. So we would rehearse T1, getting out of your swim gear into your bike gear properly, safely, correctly, starting out, and then getting off the bike after you do your loop, getting off the bike into T2, getting out of your bike clothes and into your run shoes and getting out of there and finishing up. So.
Well, that's great. I mean, because it's funny because I've watched the transition times, and you see some people who they have it, and then you see some other people who they're there for a little bit of time. So I'm sure the little tricks that you can do to be ready. I mean, really, it's to be ready.
Rehearsal, 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 and practice is really big because that's another little mini race. In the race,
right?
In the race,
they actually time it. It's like a separate timer, so you know how long your transitions took.
Exactly.
So that's great. Now, Rick, you've been personal training for years now, haven't you? And
well, formally for I believe 2.5 years, but I've been around. Swimming, biking, hiking, training over the years. So yes, I'm being in the Valley for a while. I've been around some fantastic athletes, some great inspirations here in the Valley. We really have some ringers here in the Valley, and it's nice to be able to draw from them. Like you said, it's a triathloning. It's a great environment. People share their ideas. The winners talk to the non-winners. And everyone shares, and it's really, really. I've been doing it since '85, and if I didn't think it was that great a sport, I probably wouldn't have been doing it this long.
Well, that's great. So you can go to One to One Fit. Go to the website and find out some information. But really, the best thing: go in, chat with you, get everything set up for both the triathlon and then also the swimming.
Yes. All ages, any ages. I mean, we can take older people are more difficult to instruct, I find, because they know what water up the nose feels like or water blocking your ears feels like. But again, we ease them in, ease them out. I've had children up there. I had a couple of infants up there. More challenging, certainly. Do you bring the parents into the pool, or do you keep the parents out of the pool?
Yeah.
We figure that out. We feel it out. But I'm up there. I can show them how the instruction or the training method would be. I could demo it for them, and they can make a decision on whether to step in or not.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, great. Well, Rick, thanks so much for coming down today.
Absolutely.
And so definitely go to One to One Fit, and as we've said before, it's located just north of the hospital or just before the hospital, depending on which direction you're coming from, in the nice big green building in front, the big yellow building in the back. And there's always people there ready to help you at any time.
Absolutely. So. They'll answer nutrition questions.
Posture questions.
Weights, stretch cords, whatever. There's so much great knowledge from those trainers there. It's really nice being around them. They're inspiring. Yeah.
All right. Well, terrific, Rick. Thanks so much for coming down.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time, or we'll be back in a minute here on White Mountains Today.
Shawnee Peak is where you spend